Hello and welcome back to the show. It's a match reaction with myself, Aaron Marshall, and Jerry McNamee. And we're reflecting on Stoke City 0, Leeds United 2, a Boxing Day bonanza, Jerry. Good
Yeah.
evening, sir. How are we? Have you had a lovely
Not
Christmas?
bad, not bad. We're Leeds United. We can't see a thing. That was the chant last night.
Oh,
it
it was
was
bad.
it was a bit
Oh,
foggy. Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
I only had to watch the highlights really to see what happened at the other end. It was I was a bit worried about it. I've not seen fog like that since Ireland played on Bosnia, and then we couldn't. That was even worse. We couldn't even. All we could tell was somebody had scored when we heard a cheer. But it was particularly bad last night. But particularly good performance. If we can do that every game, they were there as is consistent with that. They were dreadful. That's one of the. If you're a Stoke fan, that must be so depressing. That they've got nothing. Other than their chance in the first minute, which Melia saved, could have made a difference. That was a bit worrying. But after that, apparently 30 odd chances in our half, 9 in the air box. And it was just.
And it could have been more, Jerry. We might not have
been.
seen it because the Sky pictures were absolutely. I know you were there, but absolutely dreadful. I said, "This isn't going to last." This I thought it was going to get called off. It seemed to clear, did the fog, and then it just came back and got worse.
It did. Yeah, it's a bit like
Hopefully, we
Stoke.
won't have to go there for much longer. But yeah, it was.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty drab place to go. I mean, Stoke on a Boxing Day night, it's grim. It's grim at any time of the year. It's the side of a hill. Yeah, it's just there's nothing pretty about it. They're odd people. The best thing to come through Stoke is the road in the middle that separates it. But yeah, it was a must-win game in the sense that earlier results, Sheffield United lost, albeit to Burnley. Sunderland dropped points. We go top, and we know when we get chances like that, we don't always do it. Our away form has been patchy. I say that chance early on, but interesting team to start with. Tanaka on the bench, Ampadu in the middle, and everybody was. Is he? I did tell one of my friends and wound him up, but I said, yeah, Tanaka's had a massive bust up and he's on his way out. Yeah, he goes. He's played his last game for Leeds. That's it. He's gone. Give him a rest. Yeah, give him a rest. That was fine. Rotated, if they're gonna. He wasn't exactly missed last night, to be honest, and that worked quite well. Was there another change? I'm trying to think. I think that was it, really.
Yeah, that was the one, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Chambers wasn't on the bench, and I think somebody else came in. I should know this top of my head, but it was pretty foggy last night. I couldn't even see the program. But yeah, we started a wee bit shaky, and we were. I say that early chance, and you thought Stoke are buzzing around a bit here. Maybe the fancy it, but after that, we just took control. And unfortunately, Leeds were in their half most of the second half. We couldn't see much of it. But it seemed to be when we lost the ball, there was always someone there to pick it up. I thought Bogle first half was excellent. I think one of his best games. He was pounding them. He was pounding forward, playing some lovely little through balls. Maybe we were wasteful a few chances. One came across for Solomon, and it was an awkward one, and he just didn't catch it right. Dan James was buzzing around. I think Pirro linked up a bit. He got into some shooting positions, didn't quite finish, and you were just nervous at 0-0, and his time's ticking on. But Pirro, again, the ball comes across, keeper gets in the way, he takes the side, and he just looks and let's just boot it into the roof of the net, and we could see the ball going into the net. So we saw that, and once that goes in, you think, yeah, we're okay here. It was straightforward, and I think everybody put a performance. Two guys at the back, Stroik and Rodon, they were there back clearing up everything, picking them off. I thought Sam Byron played well. Solomon particularly, he's on form at the moment. Dan James, as we know, Pirro got his goal, gives the guy a bit of confidence. Ampadu, he just started where he left off really last season. He's conducting that midfield, Joe Rothwell. So interesting to see how this will all work. It's a lovely problem to have, how you rotate, because you look at again what's coming off the bench in the second half. You're still finding, oh my God, this is hard work. But 1-0 going in at half time, and you're thinking, just finish them off. No silly mistakes. I did notice that Stoke had another chance. Didn't see that till this morning. I heard a chair, but nothing else. Was a header that went wide. But it was a matter of time before we scored. And Dan James. It came from nothing, really. Dan James picks the ball up, and Pirro won't have an easier header, but he was there, and you can just see the confidence in him rise. And you would think maybe this is game Joseph goes in, but no. Oh, all right. It was as easy as it come, and I think the fans spent more time. They were chanting at a guy called Peter, I think it was. Oh, something. Yeah. Now you had to be there, really, Aaron. It wasn't Peter. It was something else. But it was. Yeah. Pedo. Yeah, that was a. Yeah, that's what a lot of the time. But Leeds fans on form. Stoke fans, sparse, empty seats all round. They're a team in decline. And I know a few Stoke fans feel sorry for them, but we're on top of the league.
Sky, that we are top of the league, but there was, in regards to Stoke, though, they were saying on Sky that their manager's under immense pressure now. They've been backed with their wages is a big problem. Their wage bill is a big problem for them, and they're in big trouble.
I don't know who they're paying. I don't know who they're paying well.
No idea. They're nothing, are they? I'm not being disrespectful, but they offered absolutely nothing from what I saw without the bloody fog from the TV pictures, but nothing. I think they had one chance literally in the first 90 seconds. And that was it. That was the one to get to that one, and that was it.
I was particularly interested in Tom Cannon up front. He's on loan from Leicester, but he's an Irish international, so I always keep an eye out for them. But he never really got a look, and I think he was a bit narky at times. They got a few bookings. There was a couple of players that I recognised. I think Jason Kumas' son is playing. That's how old you are. Their keeper, ex-Rotherham, and a lot of people thought he was decent last year. Someone I think we were linked with. But again, he had no chance with any of the stuff. But no, there was nothing.
Statistically, Jerry, he I think he's in the top 5 of the keepers in the championship. Decent keeper. I think he went down bad on his arm, but picked up an arm injury.
Yeah,
quite nasty from Pirro after the goal. But who cares? Who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about that. Yeah. It was fine. But all in all, I can't fault that performance.
No, well, Melia gets criticised, and rightly so. But that save was vital. That could have made it a different game. And sometimes he hangs on to that ball too much. I do shout at him a lot. What are you doing? Get rid. But he seems to be all right. But we did some nice passing. It was a clinical performance without being. We will hammer somebody. We beat Oxford 4-0, but you needed to see that home form produced away, and it just shows you once we got that goal ahead, there's nothing doing from the other teams, and we just got to make it worthwhile, bring it forward to Derby, and then hold on to this top spot. That's what we got to do, because we know last season when we got to top spot, we didn't hang on to it for long, and we went in the dip. So now is the chance to push on. We really go on a good run in the second half of the season. That's 23 teams played now.
Interestingly, all the teams in and around us have got to play each other again as well. But I know that they're all coming up against each other. I think Sheffield United have got Sunderland, I think, and Burnley have got Middlesbrough again. It's weird, isn't it? Because we've only just played Derby, and now playing them again. It's one of those, isn't it, where it's complete role reversal within a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's the same with Blackburn as well. We play Blackburn again on New Year's Day. And of course, we've got Sheffield United and Burnley coming up in the next month or so. And I think, excuse me, still got a bit of allergy. When we played them, there was nothing to fear, especially Sheffield United. We played them off the pitch. Very sorry, allergy.
The lurgy, Jerry, the Christmas lurgy. Well, I'll tell you what, I watched Sheffield United, though, against Burnley, and I have to say it was one of the dullest matches I've ever seen this season. No shots on target from any of them in the first half. Burnley nicked it, as they always do. They just grind it out, but Sheffield United are absolutely diabolical. They were shocking, Jerry. There's no threat from them whatsoever. But the only thing for me now is Leeds have just got to kick on now, and hopefully, with the games which we've got coming up, we can bridge that little bit of a gap. I'm not bothered about bloody winning the thing. The gap between third is the main one for me. And I know that Burnley picked up points, but they've got to have a bit of fun, haven't they? But listen, we're fine. I genuinely do think now we'll kick on. And if we strengthen in the key areas for me in January, I think we should be, fingers crossed, be there or thereabouts. Come May. No, not come May, come March. Do it early. Get it done. Get it done.
Burnley are the danger because they're not conceding goals. They don't score many, but
Mm.
they're pretty solid. And I suppose part of you thought, well, maybe if they had lost yesterday, that opens that gap. But we don't need to worry about scenarios like that. It's no good unless we win and back it up, which we did. So we gotta keep winning, and then we play those with both away games towards the end of January, and that's going to be vital. But not get too far ahead of ourselves now. Derby is the big one. Just turn out that same form. Be interesting to see what the team selection is. Ampadu went down. Although Ampadu is one of these guys that has a career-threatening injury most games. Him and Rodon usually go down. Although he did get a bad injury early in the season, but he's played a lot since he's come back. So does he get a rest and Tanaka comes on? Fine. You've got three midfielders. Gruev's coming back as well, and he was one of our top players last year.
Yeah.
And you got Gilavogi and all these guys, they're sitting waiting. Willie's not even getting the game. He must be Ramzani, all these guys. I mean, Solomon last night, he's buzzing around on top form. I have to say, and it may be controversial, I don't like the chant, and I'm being serious here. The chant, we're a football team, and there was, when they were doing the Solomon chant, there was a few boos among the Leeds fans. It's not a comfortable thing to be singing about stuff like that. It's a war going on and little kids are getting killed. So I think keep the politics out of it, lads. There's plenty of other chants we can do, but that one's doesn't sit well with a lot of us. But anyway, we don't want to do politics in football.
It doesn't mix well, and I completely agree.
No, it felt uncomfortable. It really did. At the start of the game as well, there was a nice tribute to George Easton way before your time, and probably just at the start of my time. What a player he was! Yeah, he was one of these players that looked 60, whatever era he played, and I think he was in his 30s. But he was a great Stoke player. He was in the England World Cup squad in '66. So there's not many of them left. That's sad we're getting old. But that's about all Stoke had last night. They just, I think there was one cheer from them, and let's hope we're not there next year. And they could be going the other way. They've got to be really worried. They brought a manager in from Norwich who's the assistant manager. They've gone through the managers. They've tried everything.
Yeah, it's interesting because they said that on Sky, Don Goodman, who I absolutely hate, by the way, he was going on and on about saying that the Stokes, I forgot his name, the Stokes manager, basically had been up and watched some Bielsa training sessions. I thought, what? Just think, was he spying? What was he doing? You just think, have you made that up, pal? I have no idea. He's this great disciple of Bielsa. Apparently, it's the Stoke City manager. Oh, whatever. I've never seen this.
No, that wasn't Bielsa.
No. So, just talking crap, Don Goodman. I absolutely, Joe, I don't know about you, I absolutely hate the guy because he hates Leeds.
Although, I met him on a plane once. And he was a really nice guy. I was slagging him off. I said, well, what do you think of Leeds this season? I said, you don't like us, do you? And he was laughing and joking. So he was okay. But him and Andy Hinchcliffe, God, they don't spout some garbage. They really do.
They do.
Yeah.
We need to get out of this league just to get rid of them two commentating on Leeds. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, we did that before, but this time we got to go. Interesting to see the bottom three is last year's three promoted teams, second year in a row. I said it many times here before. I've no sympathy for Leicester or Ipswich because there's a lot of karma for the way they were goading us and lording it over us the end of last season when they should have been celebrating their own. So, it goes around, comes around, lads, and we go up, we'll do it better. Well, when we go up, I've still got those Leicester fans perched on the bridge on the M1 coming back from the playoffs. Still got them in my mind, and I swore I'll keep all this. I've bookmarked a lot of stuff, and it's all about getting your own back, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure we could be perched over the M62 as they're travelling back from Manchester all the way to Leicester, just been relegated out. I'm sure we can see you, I don't know, or something pitched over there.
Yeah, we'll find. No, it's usually probably the M1. Yeah, be on the M1 again. Yeah, somewhere in Sheffield. Yeah, let's hang off bridges. That's the message going into the new year. Let's hang off bridges and slag off other fans. We got to take that forward. I'm happy a Christmas win is a rare thing for Leeds. It's a while since we won on Boxing Day. Someone will tell me something different. I'm sure it's Roof when Roof scored those 2 late goals against Blackburn in 2019. Was it 2018,
I think so.
2019? Yeah, and I think we've had a torrid time since. Lost last year, lost both Christmas games last year. So let's go down to Derby. It's another nice trip. Leeds fans and good voices. I saw 3 lads get into the game last night wearing shorts. They're a tough lot, these Leeds fans. I mean, my feet were freezing and I had boots on. It was a chilly night. All for the Hardy. But Leeds fans were there in numbers, and we'll be there in numbers again in Derby. I think, as I said before, the strategy should be for Leeds team, as they did before, go and get drunk and go and beat Derby 3-1 like we did the last time we went down. Albeit we had just won the league, but that might be it. And get Klitsch in the stand singing and cheering.
Well, I saw on his Instagram. I saw he was watching it yesterday from a beach somewhere. He was loving life watching it.
He could still do a job for us. Could still do a job.
He's off to is it going to you, Tom? Is he off to Atalanta club?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's moving another club, but we never really got a chance to proper goodbye to those players, did we? Really, a lot of them. It'd be nice to do. That's what we should do: win the league and get those lads back, because we never got to celebrate them winning it as well. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. They shouldn't do it, should we?
No. Jerry, just keep saying to yourself, we'll book us hotels, we'll book us Premier Inns at Wembley. Just keep saying it to yourself. Just keep thinking ahead. Train line, Premier Inn.
Well, I'm going on holidays, and on the end of May, and I've made sure I've booked it to go on the Tuesday, just in case, because when the playoff is, it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So you gotta priorities, and you don't want to miss don't want to be there.
You don't want to be flying in and flying back out from Heathrow. You don't want any of that, but you just
none of that. Let's go and beat Derby. That's the next thing, and we'll see who. I think the team will stay pretty much the same. It depends what will he rotate in midfield again. I don't see Pero moving around. Joseph came on last night, and he was very lively.
Yeah,
the lad needs go just to set him going. When strikers get on runs, that's what happens. And Pero, he's got 2. That's his first goals away from home, apparently, which is interesting. And a special word for little Brendan, to give him his due. Played some lovely balls last night, and he didn't get tackled too badly, and he didn't fall over too many times. He had a decent game.
Maybe Mr. Fark had a word with him over Christmas lunch. Because I know that he went to the Farks, didn't he, Brendan Aronson, apparently?
Did he?
Yeah, he did, because he was on his own. He went, and Daniel Fark invited him over to spend Christmas Day with his family. So maybe he's had a word with him.
I can just see Brendan in his PJs at 6 o'clock in the morning opening his presents at the Farks. There you go. There's an image.
It sounds like some it sounds like some Netflix kind of documentary, that, isn't it? Christmas with the Farks.
Yeah. Talking of Netflix, did you watch Gavin and Stacey?
Oh yes, Jerry. Did you?
Yeah. Mick is my hero anyway. Mick, I almost stood up when Mick stood up, to be honest. Go on, Mick.
It's funny because my missus said to me, we have to watch it again. It was that good.
Yeah, I think so.
We plan to watch it again this evening. We never watched it on Christmas Day. We're watching it again. But the right ending for a brilliant show, and James Conner.
I thought the bit on the bus was a wee bit slapstick, a bit silly, but there was some nice references there, and I did enjoy it. I think they ended it well. And as everybody says, everybody hates James Corden except for Gavin and Stacey. Give him a pass on that. So fair enough. Good lads.
Yeah, he'll probably be back within 5 years. I guarantee. He'll be back in 5 years' time.
I don't know, but
Netflix
all Leeds need
some money at it.
Yeah, all Leeds need to do is keep it tidy on Sunday and win.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all we can say. Tie the two together.
Right, well, we'll see you then, Jerry, for the next one against Derby County. Hopefully, we can bring back another 3 points.
And I hope we can see the game. Yeah.
Yes, that would be nice. Okay, cheers, Jerry. We'll see you on the next one.